Alright, look, I know Jesus made a pretty in-depth video about this with all the percentages and shit and found out which is the best knife by the majority of votes. But look, we all know majority doesn't matter and what matters is your own opinion. If you don't agree with that, explain me how Donald Trump is currently the president of the United States. Exactly. I don't hate it, by the way. With that said, I'm gonna save you around 9 minutes of your life by giving you this short knife tier list, which is 100% correct and you can disagree with that. Just imagine that you're watching this video in 1991, a day before communism and Soviet Union ends. That's how this video is gonna feel. So we have only 4 sections here. Actually, you know what, 3 sections now. Anyways, let's get into it. Classic knife. We gotta respect the elders. Without this knife, we would not have the other ones. Boomer tier. Survival knife. It's kinda just there, you know, so it's alright. Paracord knife. That has the same shit, just more straight. Not gay. Ursus knife. This knife is getting used to open Amazon boxes, and Amazon is owned by this scammer who sent me a broken controller, which I then sent back and never received a refund. Scam. Gut knife. With all the hate this knife is getting, let me tell you a real life scenario. You take this knife, stab someone in the heart, pull the knife out, and while pulling it out, the hook of the knife also pulls out the heart. So at the end, not only you kill the guy, you also finally got a heart to respect this goddamn fucking knife. God tier. Falchion knife. The curse of this knife reminded me of my girlfriend that I never had and never will. Quite frankly, it's kind of turning me on right now, so let's just move on. Karambit. Easy god tier. Talon knife. You know how they say that the younger sibling is usually the better looking one? Yeah, not in this case. Garbage. Shadow daggers. You would think that having 2 knives would give you more advantage. No. You're put at a disadvantage. Your enemy can just slide tackle you, kick in the legs, and you will lose balance and stab yourself. Always have one hand free to keep the distance, balance, and look very unsuspicious so you can have a surprise attack. Also, Valve fixed this dumbass shit where the screen moves when you pull them out. Till then, garbage. Huntsman knife. You can get the best skin in game that any of the other knives don't have, and I guess it's the same as the gut knife but not as fat. God tier. So far it's looking like I have something for knives that spin in your palm after you pull them out and have dick patterns on them. Maybe I should put myself on the tier list as gay. Actually, just kidding, I was attached to the falchion. Surely I'm not gay, right? Nomad knife. From all these big, small, thick, tiny, sharp, dull knives, this is the one which injures my goddamn player, really dude? I mean, it's alright. Flip knife, the most boring knife in game. I'd rather apply a piece of paper on my screen for my default knife and that will make a better animation. Garbage. M9 bayonet. That's a long, thick knife. Yeah, big boy. Bowie knife. Now that's too long, but thinness kinda equalizes everything so it fits in the big boy category too. Bayonet. Now this is a perfect knife. It's smooth, perfect length, perfect thickness, and great pull-out animation. Bryce, swear I'm not gay. Skeleton knife. It seems like a really uncomfortable knife to hold. The grip is just a regular black tape you can buy at Walmart and the hole is too small to fit my dick. Stiletto knife. Whenever I see this knife I just imagine a person with heavy OCD and one of those handlebar mustaches holding it with the tip of their fingers, scared for their life, and when it comes to defending themselves they just drop it. Surrender and get killed. So it's basically garbage. Navajo knife. The cheapest knife in game for a reason. The handle is bigger than the actual blade, which is equal to your balls being bigger than your dick. Not good. So the price is justified. Basically, get what you pay for. Nothing. And the only use for these I've ever seen is in horror movies when one of those 60-year-old psycho motherfuckers dressed in a doctor suit starts cutting off your skin or stabbing your eyeball with it. I guess it kinda makes sense since it's technically a scalpel. I kinda like horror movies, so I guess it's alright. And finally, butterfly knife. As most of you probably know, this is voted as the best knife in CSGO in Jesus' video, and probably some of you fuckers watching this voted for it too. But hear me out. I know CSGO is a 2012 game, so every single little thing like a knife that you can spin and flip around seems like the innovation of decade, but it's not. Your ADHD can be cured in different ways, like these balloons filled with flour that you can squash, or even fidget spinners for a lot cheaper price, and you will look like less of a loser. Talking about losers, if you bought a butterfly knife in real life, I feel even worse for you. These are the people that are representing you. Fat, unathletic kids that switch to Fortnite instead of sticking to CSGO. So if that has not convinced you that this knife is an overrated piece of shit, then I don't know. Maybe it's time to read the Bible to get rid of all the negative demons surrounding you. With that said, this knife is garbage, with an exclamation mark at the end. Actually, let's add some more. But yeah, every single like, dislike, comment, and even watch time second will make you agree with this knife tier list. And the only way of not agreeing with this if you somehow didn't watch this video. Which if you made it to this point, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Later.
And I was at a party and I smacked a special ed nigga with a Hennessy bottle.
That nigga was having a seizure. I thought he was throwing up gangs.